My girlfriend demanded, "Buy me this $10,000 bag or I'm blocking you." I replied, "Okay then, block me." Then she blocked me, and I moved on and found someone new. Now 3 weeks later, she is blowing my phone wondering why I hadn't begged her to return. I, 29 male, am still kind of reeling, not from heartbreak, but from the sheer audacity. My now ex-girlfriend, Jennifer, 26, and I had been together for about 1.5 years. It was mostly good, or so I thought. We had fun, traveled a bit, on my dime mostly, and things seemed stable. She was into fashion, designer labels, that kind of stuff. I have a decent job in tech, so I could afford to treat her sometimes, but I'm more of a saver and experiences over things kind of guy. So about 3 weeks ago, we were window shopping, which is her favorite sport. We walk past this super high-end boutique and she fixates on this hideous, to me anyway, designer handbag. Let's call it the Celestine Opula 3000. Price tag? A cool $10,000. My eyes nearly popped out. "Babe, isn't it gorgeous? This would look amazing on me." "It's a bag, Jennifer, and that price is insane. But it's an investment. All the influencers have one. I need it for my aesthetic." She's a part-time lifestyle blogger with maybe 800 followers. Laughing a bit. An investment in what? Looking like other influencers? Come on, be serious. This is where it went sideways. Fast. Her face hardened. "I am serious, David. I deserve nice things. If you really loved me, you'd want me to have it. You can afford it." Me, "Jennifer, that's not about love. It's a ridiculous amount of money for a handbag. It's more than my emergency fund took me months to build. We could take an actual amazing trip for that, or put it towards a down payment on something real." "So you're saying no?" Her voice got cold. Me, "For a $10,000 bag? Yes, I'm saying no, that's crazy." Then came the ultimatum. No hesitation, just straight up. "Jennifer, buy me this bag, David, or I'm blocking you, on everything. We're done." I stared at her. For a second, I thought she was joking, but her expression was dead serious, almost smug, like she knew I'd cave. That was the moment something just snapped. Not in an angry way, more like a sudden, cold clarity. This wasn't about a bag. This was about control, entitlement, and a level of materialism I hadn't fully grasped. Me, "Okay then, block me." Her perfectly sculpted eyebrows shot up. She was visibly shocked. I think she expected me to beg, to plead, to pull out my credit card. "Jennifer, what did you just say?" Me, I said, "Okay, block me. If our relationship hinges on a $10,000 purse, then it's not much of a relationship, is it?" I turned and walked away. Didn't look back. My phone buzzed a minute later. A notification. "Jennifer has blocked you." Then another for Instagram, then WhatsApp. She was thorough. Honestly, the first feeling was relief, like a weight I didn't realize I was carrying just lifted. Yeah, it stung a bit, 1.5 years down the drain over a bag, but mostly relief. The next few days were quiet. I didn't reach out. I respected her decision. Blocked means blocked. I started cleaning out her stuff from my apartment. She didn't live with me but had accumulated a fair bit. Makeup, clothes, shoes, none of them $10, thankfully. Boxed it all up neatly. About a week later, I reconnected with an old friend from college, Linda, 28F. We drifted apart, but she was back in town. We met for coffee, then dinner. It was easy, normal. We laughed a lot. No talk of aesthetics or investment pieces. It was refreshing. We've been seeing each other casually since. It's nice. Early days, but nice. Fast forward to today. 3 weeks to the day since Baggate. My phone starts blowing up. Unknown number. Then texts from her friends. Then her mom. Jennifer apparently is having a meltdown. She unblocked me to send a barrage of texts. "David, where have you been? Why haven't you called me? I unblocked you, duh. Don't you care about me at all? I thought you'd be begging me to come back by now. Are you seriously going to let a silly bag ruin US? My friend said you were a good guy, but you're just cruel." I didn't reply to any of it. After that barrage, I just blocked her number. Done. The entitlement was breathtaking. She genuinely expected me to chase her after she issued an ultimatum, and she blocked me first. Still, her friends and mom kept trying to reach me via other channels. It's a lot. Part of me wants to send her mom a picture of the donation I made to a local animal shelter for the cost of a much cheaper, but still nice, handbag. But that's probably petty. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Am I the asshole for just moving on as she effectively demanded? Update 1. Wow. Okay, so things escalated. Thanks for all the advice on my last post. Many of you confirmed I did the right thing by blocking Jennifer after her meltdown and moving on. As I mentioned, I had already blocked her after she unblocked me just to unload. Well, Jennifer and her crew weren't about to let that be the end of it. A few days after my original post, the calls and texts from unknown numbers and mutual acquaintances ramped up. Since Jennifer was blocked on my main line, her best friend, Barbara 26F, became her new mouthpiece. Barbara, via text, David, Jennifer is devastated. You completely blindsided her. Me decided to engage once, minimally. She gave me an ultimatum over a $10 bag and then blocked me. I respected her decision. She was just testing you. She thought you'd fight for her. You're supposed to show her you love her with grand gestures. Me, a $10,000 demand isn't a test, Barbara. It's a transaction, and I'm not an ATM. My grand gesture was respecting her choice to end things. Jennifer's willing to talk. You should buy her the bag and apologize for making her feel unloved. The sheer, unadulterated gall. Apologize for not buying the bag. Unbelievable. I didn't reply to that. Then came Jennifer's mom, Susan 50F. She left me a voicemail. It was a masterpiece of guilt tripping. David, honey, this is Susan. Jennifer is just beside herself. She's barely eating. That beautiful Celestine bag. It wasn't just a bag, you know. It was a symbol of security, of knowing her partner values her. You young men just don't understand women. She invested so much in you. Her time, her youth. The least you could do is make things right. A small token like that bag would mean the world and show you're serious. Small token? Lady, it's 10 grand. And her youth? She's 26. I couldn't. The fun really started last week. I was at work and I got an email from HR. An anonymous complaint had been filed against me. Allegations of creating a hostile environment for female colleagues and making female colleagues uncomfortable with inappropriate financial discussions. It was vague, but the timing was conspicuous. My manager, thankfully, is a reasonable guy. He called me in, looked skeptical, and asked what was going on. I was honest. I told him about the breakup, the ultimatum, and the subsequent harassment. I didn't name Jennifer directly to HR, just said it was a messy breakup with an ex who was now trying to cause trouble. He reviewed my work interactions, found nothing, and the complaint was dismissed as unsubstantiated. But it shook me. She, or her friend's mom, was actively trying to mess with my livelihood. That's a different level of psycho. And Linda? She's been amazing. I told her about the HR thing, and she was furious on my behalf. It's still super early, but having someone sane and supportive around has been a godsend. So after the HR stunt, I decided silence wasn't enough. I needed to be more proactive. I gathered all of Jennifer's remaining belongings from my apartment, every last lip gloss and single sock. I packed them into several large boxes. I then sent one final, very polite text to Barbara, since Jennifer was still blocked by me on my main line, and she kept trying from new numbers. Me to Barbara. Barbara, please inform Jennifer that all her remaining belongings have been boxed. She can arrange to pick them up from my doorstep on specific date and time. I chose a Saturday morning. I will leave them outside my apartment door at exact time. I will not be present for the pickup, and the building security has been notified that she is authorized for a brief pickup at that time only. If the items are not collected then, they will be donated to charity. This is the only communication I will have on this matter. Then I blocked Barbara, too. The date for pickup is this coming Saturday. I almost expect a circus. I'm half tempted to set up a hidden camera just for the sheer entertainment value of seeing who shows up and what stunt they pull. The revenge isn't about being mean, it's about drawing a hard boundary. She wanted out over a handbag? Fine. Stay out. But she doesn't get to harass me, try to ruin my job, or keep her stuff at my place indefinitely. This is me, methodically closing every door she tried to leave ajar. The $10,000 bag demand was just the tip of the iceberg of her entitlement. Now she gets to see what life is like without my support. Update 2, final update. Alright folks, this is it, the grand finale of the Celestinopula 3000 saga. And what a finale it was. The pickup, Saturday morning, arrived. As planned, at precisely 10 a.m., I placed 4 large, neatly labeled boxes outside my apartment door. I then went to Linda's place, phone on silent. I'd asked my neighbor, an elderly lady named Mrs. Peterson who sees everything, to just keep an eye out for any major disturbances and let me know if the boxes were picked up. Around 11:30 a.m., I got a text from Mrs. Peterson. "Boxes gone. Quite the performance, young man. 3 of them. 1 older, 2 younger. Lots of huffing and complaining. 1 was on her phone loudly the whole time." Translation: Jennifer, Barbara, and Susan. Predictable. The real dirt. The social media sabotage. The pickup happened Saturday morning without direct incident. However, on Saturday evening, I started seeing notifications. Jennifer, being an influencer, her term, not mine, had decided to use her platform. She posted a tearful, heavily filtered video. The gist was, "My cruel, narcissistic ex," implying me with enough vague details that our mutuals would know, emotionally abused me for months, and then, after I finally found the strength to leave him, he threw all my cherished belongings out like trash and is trying to ruin my reputation because I wouldn't bow to his financial control. She even showed a picture of the boxes outside my door. Must have snapped it during the pickup as proof of my heartlessness. She conveniently left out the 10K bag ultimatum, her blocking me first, and the fact she was given a time to pick up her stuff. Her few hundred followers lapped it up. Lots of "you go girl" and "he's trash" comments. Some of her followers even started trying to find my social media to harass me. Lovely. My revenge. The truth bomb. I saw her post Saturday night and was livid. Linda was with me and said, "You have to respond, calmly, with facts. Maybe sleep on it and post tomorrow when you're less heated." She was right. So, Sunday morning, I did something I rarely do. I made a public post on my own Instagram. I don't have many followers, mostly real friends and family. It was simple, a screenshot of her original text. "Buy me this $10,000 bag or I'm blocking you." A screenshot of her notification saying Jennifer has blocked you. A screenshot of my polite text to Barbara, arranging the pickup of her belongings. A brief caption, regarding recent online accusations. Some context. I was given an ultimatum. I respected her decision to block me and end things. I arranged for a civil return of her belongings. Make your own judgments. I'm moving on. I didn't tag her. Didn't use emotional language. Just facts. The fallout: by Sunday afternoon, things started to explode in our small social circle. People who had seen her video saw my post. The receipts, as the internet calls them, were undeniable. Several mutual acquaintances who had initially offered her sympathy publicly switched sides or deleted their supportive comments on her post. Barbara apparently went into damage control, trying to claim the texts were taken out of context. How? I don't know. Jennifer's tearful video suddenly looked very manipulative. Her comment section turned less supportive. People started asking her about the 10K bag. Over the next couple of days, the discussion spread. Someone who knew us both eventually took my screenshots and her video and made a TikTok stitch. By Tuesday, that stitch was going minorly viral in our local community. Absolutely brutal for Jennifer's influencer image. She was exposed as materialistic and manipulative. Last I heard, she deleted her original video and then her whole Instagram account for a while. What happened to Jennifer? From what I've pieced together from friends who still have some 6 degrees of separation contact, her meltdown was epic. She apparently truly believed she was the victim and that I would come crawling back, wallet open. Susan and Barbara are still enabling her, blaming me for not understanding Jennifer's needs and publicly shaming her. Jennifer is still single. Apparently, word got around about her expensive tastes and dramatic ultimatum tactics. No one's rushing to buy her a Celestine Opula 3000. She had to get a full-time job. Her part-time blogging wasn't cutting it without my subsidies for her lifestyle. Last I heard, it was in retail. Imagine the irony. Me, Linda and I are great. We're taking things slow, but it's the healthiest, most adult relationship I've ever been in. We're actually planning a trip, a real one, with experiences, not luxury goods. The peace of not having to constantly worry about someone's aesthetic or whether I'm valuing them enough with expensive gifts is priceless. The real satisfaction wasn't about crushing Jennifer. It was about standing up for myself, refusing to be manipulated, and watching the natural consequences of her entitled actions unfold. She demanded a $10,000 bag as proof of love. She got blocked, her stuff returned, and her manipulative behavior exposed. She played a stupid game and she won a stupid prize. I didn't beg, I didn't chase, I just moved on, and she couldn't handle it. That, my friends, is justice served. Cold, factual, and utterly devoid of any $10,000 handbags.